Perm, the cubing YouTube channel that was created 6 years ago and has had exponential growth ever since. What's amazing about his channel is that while the majority of other big cubing content creators built their channels on unboxings, reviews, and challenges, Perm built his channel basically solely off of tutorials. It's pretty common for YouTubers to have a few tutorials on their channel, but Perm brought it to a whole new level. The reason he was able to grow exclusively on tutorials was because he had a method to retain audience retention, and as we know, retaining retention on videos is key to growing a channel. He does this by keeping his tutorials as simple and straight to the point as possible. Let's take his 3x3 tutorial as an example.
So if you've never solved a cube before, it may seem impossibly hard, but today I'll be teaching you a method that I used to teach many people who did not believe they'd ever be able to solve the cube. And if anything along the way becomes unclear and you need more examples, then you can check the example solve, which I have a link to in the description. With that being said, it's time for you to solve your first cube.
As you can see, he doesn't have an intro and he doesn't explain anything extra before getting right into what you came there for. That's the thing Perm does so well. Most cubing tutorials, including the ones I've made, start with at least a minute of explaining stuff before getting into it. In that time, viewers click off because they came here to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube and they aren't getting that information right away. In Perm's tutorials, you can immediately see that you're in the right place within the first second. The great thing about tutorials is that once the viewer is watching your video, they will most likely want to stay to the end to learn the rest of the cube. The only things you have to do as a creator is make sure you don't bore them with unnecessary information and don't make things too complicated or confusing. Perm does both of these things, with all of his explanations being short and only giving the information needed. He doesn't even explain notation in his 3x3 tutorial because it isn't technically necessary to learn how to solve the cube. Most people would explain it because it makes later steps easier to teach, but Perm finds a way to teach all of the steps without taking up that extra time. After the viewer has successfully learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube, they might feel inclined to check out Perm's other videos, which can turn into an eventual subscriber. In a recent poll he put out, he asked when his viewer found out about his channel. 18% of them said they had found out about his channel in 2018 or before. That just shows how even if you have a relatively small channel, you can try your best to obtain lifetime subscribers. Even though recently Perm has been slowly making more and more non-tutorial videos, his channel has kept growing due to him keeping the same simple, straight-to-the-point style of videos. Whenever he is repeating the same steps in his challenge videos, he does a voiceover or cuts to new footage to keep the video fresh. He even did a cube collection video with over 200 cubes in 13 minutes. He never bores you with his content, even if the video topic isn't your favorite. In conclusion, Perm has an incredible talent for the concise style of YouTube videos while not sacrificing any informational part of it. He has shown many cubing YouTubers around the world that you only need a phone and some inspiration to create something amazing. Have you ever wanted to know whether cubing stereotypes are really true? Well, I'm conducting a survey to find out that exact thing. All you have to do is click the link in the description. It's anonymous, by the way, so it won't ask for any personal information or anything. And then in a few weeks, I will review all the results of the survey in a video. Thank you!